We turn to one of the best in the business. Pleased to have as my first guest here of Super Bowl week on behalf of the Snickers Hungriest Player of the Year award from the Arizona Cardinals, the Offensive Rookie of the Year last year, Kyler Murray. How you doing, Kyler?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing better for talking to you. So, Kyler, are you going to play baseball or football? I'm
gonna play baseball.
I'm sorry, these are my questions from Super Bowl. I still have my list of questions from Super Bowl 53. I'm going to place those aside for the moment. When was the last time you threw?
That's funny.
Thank you, Kyler. I'm just trying. So when was the last time you threw a baseball? When was the last time that happened?
Man, I couldn't tell you.
No kidding.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I don't remember.
All right. And the last time you threw a football was week 17, correct?
No, I've thrown the ball recently.
Okay, good. So I guess that's how my first question is for you. How are you feeling? How are you feeling physically right now off of the season, the rigors of that season, Kyler?
Mentally, I feel good. Physically, got hurt, obviously, that last, on the first drive of the last game. Just rehabbing. And then, once I get back to 100, hit the ground running, start working out again and stuff like that. But mentally, I'm feeling good. Obviously, it's disappointing into the season. But I think, we made strides in the right direction. That's not what it's about, but we didn't get where we wanted to get to. I think we got a lot of work to do to get to playing this week. So
that's my question for you. Is now you got Stafford in your division. We all know that the 49ers are going to come back healthy, and we all know again what Seattle is going to do. What steps of improvement for you personally do you think you can make and will make in the 2021 season, Kyler Murray?
Me personally, I believe just really taking care of the ball. I think the plays are there to be made, and I think I made a jump obviously from year one to year two, but I think there's even more plays to be made. As a whole, as a team, I think we just take care of the little things, pay more attention to detail, and really respect the little things because ultimately, those add up. I think that came back to bite us in the second half of the season, where we ended up not making the playoffs, whereas we felt at the beginning we were easily going to make it. So it's we got a lot of work to do. We just got to get better all around. So, what is the little thing? Can you give me an example of one of the little things, Kyler, that came back to bite you? I believe we pretty sure we led the league in penalties, and that's not winning football. That's not championship football. In no sport ever, if you lead the league in penalties, are you going to be probably as successful as you want to be? So that's just one of the areas. But I think as a team, man, like I said, we're playing, I think, the toughest division in the NFL. And like you said, the 49ers come back healthy. The Rams just added a great guy and a great quarterback in Matt Stafford. The Seahawks, obviously, they're consistent. And we got to match that intensity and that energy. So,
Kyler Murray here on the Rich Eisen Show on behalf of the Snickers Hungriest Player of the Year award, and we'll get to that in a second. When big life-changing moments potentially or memorable moments happen, you definitely remember where you were when you first learned about it. So, where were you when you learned that DeAndre Hopkins was coming to Arizona, Kyler?
I was in Dallas, Texas. I just got done with a workout. This was 2 weeks prior to the announcement, actually. So, once I saw the text come across my phone, I couldn't believe it. Just because he was the last person that I was expecting his name to come across my phone, and when it did, I immediately went to YouTube, checked it, watched his highlights. I already knew what he was capable of, the type of guy, player he is. But I just had to go watch for myself. And it was a great day for sure.
So you kept that under your hat for 2 weeks before it was announced, or
man, it was tough just because it was tough because I felt like I was being lied to. Every day kept passing by, and I was like, when the hell are y'all going to announce? Like, is it ever going to happen? And Yeah, so that was the story.
Especially for a second-round pick, Kyler. I mean, that's just insanity.
That's crazy.
And then
it's crazy, right?
right? And then for your second year to have DeAndre Hopkins in your huddle at your disposal. And then there was that moment, I think it was against Dallas. Can you walk me through where it looked like you were smiling because you knew he was open and you didn't even grip the ball by the strings, you threw it to him. Is that what happened in that game, Kyler?
No, I want to say that was Thursday night against the
Seattle
Seahawks.
Okay.
Seahawks.
Right.
But, I don't know where the smiling came from. I think that was just a facial expression that I made. That was a play we practiced where, we looked over to the sideline and snapped the ball unexpectedly. And I knew once I had him one-on-one, it was pretty much a wrap. So that's a good feeling to have a guy out there that can catch the ball wherever you throw it.
And it appears, do you think that Larry Fitzgerald is going to step away? Kyler Murray, what's your sense on that right now?
He's trying to set me up. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know he's capable of coming back and playing, but that's Larry's going to make that decision. He's obviously a legend regardless of what he does. I would love to have him back, but yeah, that's on him.
I don't mean to set you up. I'm just sussing out what you're. No, and I totally understand. I'm putting you in a position where you might retire him, and it's his decision to make and to announce, and he's a really special guy. But I guess my question, I don't want him to go. You know what I mean? Like I don't want him to leave. He's still got enough, and he's so damn special. What has he brought to you? What has he taught you? What have you gleaned from him, Kyler Murray? What have you gleaned from him?
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. I feel like it's like watching a LeBron, kind of retire type of thing, like D Wade or one of those guys finally putting the cleats up. It'd probably be sad because I've been watching him my whole life. So to now be in the locker room with him and play with him is even crazier. He meant a lot, man. He means a lot to the organization. He means a lot to the state of Arizona. Obviously, everybody calls him Larry Ledley. He's got a nickname. He's been great throughout the community and stuff like that. Like I said, I mean, he's treated like a king. So it would, it'd be unfortunate to lose him for sure. But like I said, man, he's gonna make the decision for himself, and I'll be rocking with him regardless of what he does.
So let's talk about your Snickers Hungriest Player of the Year award. You won the chain in Week 10 of the regular season. I believe that was the Hail Murray moment, correct?
Yep, it was.
Brought you that chain. $60,000 that chain is worth. What was it like to have that piece of jewelry, Kyler, with that play?
Yeah, it was an honor. Week 10 against the Bills. Had a pretty good game, so I was honestly like it wasn't, in my eyes, it wasn't the craziest game statistically, but I was surprised I got I won this award, but like I said, it's an honor to win it. Like you said, valued at $60,000. Made by Ben Baller. It's a
Ben Baller, right?
I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's a beautiful chain. It's around my neck right now, so I feel pretty good.
Okay, it's around your neck right now. Can you describe it for me, Kyler? I've seen it, but what does it look like from your perspective?
It's gold. It's got Hungry on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the S, the Snickers logo. I wish I could show it to you, but it's got 2,300 stones in it, 30K carat. And I get to donate to first responders in Arizona, so it's a great deal.
All right. Well, you could take a picture of it and at Rich Eisen Show from at K1. We'll take that for sure, and then we'll retweet it. It's called going viral.
Yeah, I'll load that up in a minute.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Kyler. That would be great. Now, just like all sorts of great plays and great throws, were you staring at the ground when DeAndre high pointed that one? Were you on the ground? Did you see it? Did you look up at the screen? Walk me through the Hail Murray from your perspective.
Yeah, I got we actually got a video of the angle of just me, when the play happened. So everybody kept asking me afterwards, and I gave them multiple different answers because I didn't know until I saw the video. It happened so fast. It was one of those moments where usually you're watching YouTube or watching the TV when it happens. But for myself to actually be in the moment, it was pretty crazy. And I think I watched on the big screen. That's what the video showed at least.
No kidding. I don't know if you're aware, Kyler, when you completed that pass, you didn't just win the game for the Arizona Cardinals. You won the game for fantasy leagues for me, my buddy Chris Brockman, TJ Jefferson, our social media grandmaster. Literally all three of us, you won the game for us because we all were wise enough to draft Kyler Murray in our draft this year. Just wanted to get some points for that.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Oh, my gosh. No, right back at you. So that was 43 yards. How far can you throw a football? What do you got for me?
Yeah, honestly, I don't even know.
Come on.
I honestly, I have no idea.
Come on. It's not like I'm asking how far you can throw a baseball. How far can you throw a football? Come on. What do you got? Come on, Kyler.
I'm not one of those dudes, man. I'm not one of those dudes that just goes out and launches the ball. But I would say 60, around there.
Okay, so Kingsbury's just got to get you to your own 40, your own 35, that we're good? Is that what you're saying? For future use?
I might need a little bit more. I might the 35, that's a long throw.
Okay. That's like a Cordell throw, I guess, from back in the day, but okay.
Yeah, like I might need a little more
okay.
A little more than that.
Okay. Before I let you go, sir, give me a Super Bowl 55 prediction. Who do you think takes it on Sunday, Kyler Murray?
Obviously, both great teams. But I'm gonna go with Tom Brady.
Why is that?
Got to go with Tom. Yeah.
That's it? Just TB?
He's a Michigan guy too, so I think you like that.
Oh, you're talking my language, Kyler Murray. Come on now. Look at you buttering me up. And I appreciate that. So you're going to go with him just because he's just Tom Brady. You can't go against him? Were you got any X's and O's thoughts on it, or what needs to happen?
I was rooting for Aaron Rodgers, and they ended up losing. So kind of an NFC thing. I'm going with. And I mean, you don't really, it's kind of frowned upon to bet against Brady. He's what is this? I saw a stat like it's his 10th Super Bowl or something crazy like that. He just finds a way to win. That's what the great ones do. That's who he is. So. Well,
I mean, to just put it in perspective as to what he's doing right now, for you to play in the Super Bowl at Brady's age, you will have to start Super Bowl 75, Kyler. That's a fact. That's not an exaggeration. That would be the number.
Super Bowl 75.
Yes. If you match Brady by starting for the NFC a Super Bowl, yes. If for you to match him to play at his age for the NFC in the Super Bowl, you will have to be the starting quarterback of Super Bowl 75. That's a fact. Isn't that crazy?
I got I'm on the chase right now. So.
Well, okay. At least the first things first. Right. The first things first is Offensive Rookie of the Year and then Snickers Hungriest Player of the Year. Kyler, I appreciate the time and also the thrills on behalf of all of our fantasy teams and just being a fan of the NFL. I just love watching you play. So let's stay in touch. Let's do this more than once every 2 years, if you don't mind, sir.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
And it's at Rich Eisen Show for the photograph.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
Thank you, Kyler Murray. Appreciate it. That's Kyler Murray right here on, if you will, at Rich Eisen Show. That's at K1. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.